Hey guys, it's Russell back. On today's video, I'm going to be testing and reviewing Tide laundry detergent as a car soap. This happens to be the Mountain Spring Fragrance Tide. I know this seems kind of ridiculous, but a lot of people have wanted to see different types of car soaps tested. Well, this isn't a car soap, but Tide gets your clothes really, really clean. So no, this is not a joke. I'm really going to do this. So as part of our test, we're going to be using our MTM submachine gun style foamer. This is the PF22 from MTM. I'm going to be using probably a cap full and 10 ounces of warm water. Obviously, you know, the dilution ratio, there's no such thing for a car, but I'm going to try that out. Then I'm going to use a cap full in our 3-gallon bucket to see what kind of foamage, if any, we get and see how it operates as a hand wash. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've always wanted to see how Tide cleans not only your clothes, which does a really good job, but your car. Now, it's about 52 degrees outside. The cord is covered with salt, dirt, and magnesium chloride from the snow that we had and the road and traffic film and stuff that's on the road. So it's dirty. It's dirtier than it's ever been. And for that car, it's dirty. So we're going to see what Tide will do. I mean, it does awesome on your clothes. We're going to see what it does on the Accord. I have no idea. I've done a little cursory search to try to see what the pH rating of Tide is. I have no idea. If somebody knows and can do a little research, put it down in the comments box and let me know. If it's not pH neutral, there's a good chance it's going to strip our Adams liquid paint sealant. That stuff is pretty tough, but we'll see. So anyway, enough blabbing. I want to see how this does. One thing is, I don't think it's going to foam very well because there's anti-foaming agents in laundry detergent to keep the soap from being a volcano out of your laundry machine when you do the clothes. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm excited to see if it can handle this magnesium chloride and salt that's on the car. I'm going to shut up. Let's go see what it can do. All right, the car is covered, as I said before, with salt, dirt, road film, and magnesium chloride. It's all over the car, especially on the wheels and down the side. I'm not even going to bother scraping my finger across that. I will do it on the wheel. The stuff is relentless. It's disgusting. And yes, I know you people up north, this is common for winter. It's not common down here in the south at all. It's just what it is. So it's just weird how the normal brake dust will come off on my finger and it doesn't really want to come off because this stuff is just, it's not a pretty sight. Anyway, hopefully the Tide's going to take care of it for us, but we'll see. All right, I've got 1 capful of our Tide laundry detergent, 10 ounces of warm water. Let's see how it foams. Wow, I did not think it would foam that well. The soap structure is super fine micro bubbles. There are a few medium-sized bubbles in there. There's actually, there's a little bit of lubrication in there. And yes, it smells like opening your washing machine. But it's weird, you can definitely tell this isn't a car soap, the way that the foam comes out of the gun. Now again, I used a cap full. You know, there's an innumerable amount of dilution ratios you could use, so I just picked that. Seems logical. But anyway, we're going to let this dwell for 6 minutes. We'll come back and see if it removes the non-bonding contaminants and if it harms our Adams liquid paint sealant. All right, here we are 6 minutes later, and probably about 75 to 80% left on the hood, maybe 50% left on the windshield, and 60 or so percent left on the roof, and maybe, I don't know, 30%, 20% left on the side. Obviously this is the sun side. There is a little bit of a breeze that will degrade this a little bit quicker. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse it with a pressure washer, and I'm anxious to see what it can remove, if it at least removes the non-bonding contaminants, and does it hurt our Adams liquid paint sealant. Wow, I am genuinely impressed. I did not think this was going to be a very successful test. This laundry detergent works very, very, very well on the non-bonded contaminants. It did not harm our Adams liquid paint sealant. Again, I don't know what the pH rating of Tide is. It rinsed very cleanly. The foam was, I would say, very durable, and it really did a very good job. It pretty much got all the magnesium chloride and salt off. It did a really good job on the wheels, and very surprised on the tires. I'm very impressed. I honestly, guys, did not think that this was going to do very well, but it does very, very well. I'm gonna have to give this a 9, a solid 9 as a foam for sure. So let's put this to the real test. Let's get our bucket set up. We'll see what kind of foamage this makes and see how well it does in hand wash. All right, so we've got our 3-gallon bucket here, and I am going to put 1 capful of our Tide laundry detergent in here, and we'll see what happens. Incidentally, I did measure how much I was putting in, and it's about 2.5 ounces or so. So that's not, you know, that's, again, this is not designed to be a car wash, a car soap. It's a cobalt blue color with, well, it's got a mountain fresh smell, mountain spring which is what it says. You know, Tide has a lot of different scents. You could go with the original. And incidentally, I believe this stuff is like 20 cents a load. So we use 2 capfuls, so that would equate to about 40 cents of soap to do your car if you wanted to do it. So let me get the pressure washer and let's see what this does as far as a foam. Again, I have no expectations. We'll find out together. Helps if you turn it on. Okay, so it does make quite a thick foam initially, but this is the fastest degrading foam I've ever seen. And keep in mind that there are anti-foaming agents to keep your washing machine from overflowing from foam when it's running. So I would expect that this wouldn't foam very well, but it did, but it's breaking down quickly. It's very thick, it's shaving cream like. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know how I say Wonder Wash is like the best as far as lubrication? This, guys, feels like motor oil in your hand. Very, 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 very slick. Slicker than Wonder Wash, for sure. Okay, so you see there's almost no bubbles left, but that's fine because what we wash with is the water solution. So let me get my multiple mitts set up and we'll see how this performs in a hand wash. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my final review on the Tide laundry detergent, well, car challenge. So I think as a hand wash I'm going to give it an 8.5. The only reason it doesn't rate a 9, even with the amount of lubrication that it has, which is extreme, even more than Wonder Wash, is because the soap solution kind of fades out towards the end of the section that I'm doing. If it was a little more durable, I think I could give it a 9, but as it stands now, it did a very, very good job on the bonded contaminants. Actually, really better than I expected. It even got the rubber clean. So, and I didn't use anything on the wheels and everything. I just used the same, off camera, I used the same soap solution that was in the bucket. But it did remove all of the magnesium chloride and salt that was on the side. In fact, a lot of that was removed when we did the foam, but I don't know. I mean, the results kind of speak for themselves. So I'm going to give it a 9 as a foam, an 8.5 as a hand wash. And you guys, this only costs like 40 cents a car wash to do this. It's about 20 cents a cap. So with that being said, if you're ever in a pinch and need a decent car wash and you've got Tide, then by all means, give it a try. I appreciate everybody's viewership. and I will see you on the next video.